Welcome to Unwind Friday. It's your girl, Lissa Black, bringing you the heat with a little street.
And it's your girl, Marie Lewis, certified life and health coach, bringing you tools you can use.
And we are
Sisters Edifying.
Hey guys, welcome to Unwind Friday. So before we get started, let's get into what we are sipping on. As always, guys, as you know, I support the Michigan, but I got a different flavor. What is it? Guys, this is a watermelon chilled. Now, one of my friends, I know she loves watermelon. She is going to love this. So give this a try, guys. It's a 10% for our people who like, I don't really like to drink that. But go ahead. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Do your thing. That's what we're sipping on tonight. What are you unwinding with, Maurice?
I am unwinding with H2O. Water, my favorite, the favorite thing to unwind with. Because, you guys, I am fasting wine.
That is a perfect segue into our topic.
Isn't it?
Fasting. So tonight, guys, our topic is 8 health benefits of fasting backed by science. So when we say science, backed by science, guys, we want to make sure you get all of the facts. So we are going to do some reading because we want you to know the benefits of fasting.
So backed by science means that there have been research done by scientists that have proven some of these things, that they are why fasting is beneficial for you. But before we dig into those 8 types of benefits, we'll first like to give you the different types of fasting. So, guys, we have water fasting. Water fasting is one of the fasts that a lot of spiritual or religious people do because Jesus did it in the Bible for 40 days and 40 nights. So water fast is a fast that some people do. They for a set amount of time. Sometimes I remember we used to do 3-day fast, 7-day fast. Some people, the strong in faith people, could do 30 to 40 days. However, the longest I ever did a water fast for was 7 days. That is
strictly water, like only water, no food at all.
Yes, because it's made. So fasting is created to and when you're a Christian and if you're doing it in a supernatural spiritual, it's made to put your flesh under control so that your spirit can grow stronger. So that's what it is for. So when you do that, you're basically chastising your flesh, not giving it anything that it wants,
Yeah.
And it helps you to get back into control. It helps it just helps with a lot of things. Help you to connect with God better and to hear spiritually better. Awesome. You make it, you can your intuition more higher. Then our next one is juice fasting. A lot of people do juice fasting. In this, we can include smoothies. Now, you guys have did smoothies when we do the 10-day smoothie detox cleanse and things like that. Some people just juice and do that, where it's just strictly juice. This is beneficial too because this right here helps with sugar cravings. It helps give you nutrition. It helps be able to cleanse your body so that you can clear out your digestive system from all that bagged up bile in there. This is why this one is beneficial, and it has all of these have many, many more benefits to them. And this one right here, Melissa, you want to go ahead and tell us more about that one?
Intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting is when you're going to fast, but you're going to do it for a set period of time. For example, when I do my intermittent fasting, I do I had to do 16/8. So what that means is I eat through an 8-hour period and I fast for 16 hours. So for an example, I would start eating at 11 a.m. and then I will not eat anything past 7 p.m. And then I will go through the next day and then 11 a.m. again. But during that time, I drink water, tea without sugar, and coffee without sugar. If you can do that, that is still a part of fasting. So that's intermittent fasting. It still has a lot of benefits. And it helps you maintain or lose weight as well.
So intermittent fasting also is good for controlling weight, keeping especially if you you already lost a weight and you want to maintain that weight loss. Intermittent fasting is a perfect way to do that, and it's also a perfect way to lose weight. So that's one thing I like about intermittent. And intermittent fasting is also good for people who might have underlying diseases and stuff like that and can't really do a whole fast, they can do intermittent fasting.
And I feel like intermittent fasting also is more doable. Like, because sometimes you're already asleep, you're already busy. So you pick that 8-hour period that works best for you, and then you only eat between that time and the rest of the time you fast.
And the next one, you guys, is partial fasting. Partial fasting is like, you know, when people like give up carbs, give up sugar, coffee, things like that. I'm going to do healthy eating. That's what partial fasting is. It's like, okay, I'm going to fast. Like me, I'm partial fasting because I have decided to fast wine and things like that. Because this is the month of fasting for our church, and we fast things that could be like getting in the way of our spiritual growth. And I felt like wine kind of like, you know, when I started to drink wine, that I kind of started overindulging in it more than I would like. So I chose wine to fast during the month of October. So that's what I'm fasting through the month of October.
So I'm doing kind of sugar is my thing, because sugar I have a huge addiction to. Yesterday I did give in, but then I felt horrible. It was one of those things where you like your body talk to you. And it just was like, nope, I'm good. I'm gonna keep fasting sugar. So if you are just joining us, tonight's topic is 8 health benefits of fasting backed by science. So we're going to tell you all the amazing benefits you can get from fasting, whether it's water fasting, water fasting, juice fasting, intermittent fasting, and partial fasting.
Yeah, so right now we're just going over the types of fasting before we jump into there. So we have 2 more type of fasting. The next one is calorie restriction. When you decide to restrict a certain amount of calories, you can fast by doing that. I'm going to be doing that soon. I already got my MyPal app set up with the amount of calories that I want to intake. And by me scanning my food and recording my food every day, it's going to keep me on track. So that's a good fasting one. And then the last one is fasting of your choice. Choosing what you want to fast. Like, I want to fast social media because it's distracting me from my goals. Or like, I want to fast wine, or I want to fast shopping or sugar. So that's the last one. And so now we'll just dig right into it. Before we dig right into it, I would like to ask you guys, have you ever fasted before? Comment and let me know if you ever fasted before. Even if that's fasting something that you felt that you probably was doing too much of, and I need to bag up on this because it has become a distraction for me.
Yeah, so while you guys are writing in the comments things that you have fasted, or if you tried fasting, and which fasting have you tried if you tried one, we're going to get into the benefits of fasting. So number 1, it promotes blood sugar control by reducing insulin resistance. This is amazing for diabetics, I would think. That would significantly help them. So several studies have found that fasting may improve blood sugar control, which could be especially useful for those at risk of diabetes. Or everybody says something different. So diabetic.
So
diabetes.
If you are pre-diabetic, you can help turn yourself around by fasting.
Get started.
Yes.
So in fact, one study in 10 people with type 2 diabetes showed the short-term intermittent fasting significantly reduced blood sugar levels. And intermittent fasting, I feel like that's the most doable for me. It works in my life because I choose the time where I am more active, and then I'll eat between that period of time. And when it's time for me to go to bed, or when I get home, I know I am I'm winding down about 7 p.m. So me not eating after 7 p.m. works great for me, because I'm getting ready to get my children ready for bed at 8 p.m. And then I lay down. I'm done. I'm all set.
I see someone say, yes, we have done fasting. You know what? I can't see who you are because you have to accept the StreamYard. But say, yes, intermittent fasting. Yes, like Melissa said, that is one of the easy ones that you can do.
Yes.
Number 2 is promotes better health by fighting inflammation. Now, you know us who have arthritis. I have arthritis in my knees. Some of you guys have arthritis anywhere, every other places, or any other inflammation. This will help to lower that and make you feel better. Anytime I fast, you guys, I feel so energetic. My knees don't hurt as bad, anything. So I like to fast. I at least fast twice a year. I've been doing it for some years now, and it's so beneficial, like I said, from the other one. So while acute inflammation is a normal immune process used to help fight off infections, chronic inflammation can have serious consequences to our health. research shows that inflammation may be involved in the development of chronic conditions such as heart disease, cancer, and rheumatoid arthritis. Some studies have found that fasting can help decrease the levels of inflammation and help promote better health. One study in 50 healthy adults showed that intermittent fasting for 1 month significantly decreased levels of inflammation. So, guys, you want to fast, even if it's intermittent fasting. You just want to give your body a break from all the toxins and the things that we give into it so that it can heal itself. God created our bodies to heal themselves.
Absolutely. So even though it's some inflammation, not all inflammation is good inflammation. And it just make you, like, especially in my back, I just try to find things to help with that. So intermittent fasting.
Yeah. Well, now you know what you do.
Absolutely. So number 3, guys, it may enhance heart health by improving blood pressure, triglycerides, and cholesterol levels. If you did not know, guys, heart disease is one of the leading causes of death globally in the world. It also accounts for an estimated 31.5% of deaths globally.
That's crazy.
That is a lot of people. Think of all the people in the world. Now take 31.5% of those people, and they all may have passed from heart disease. So just fasting. So heart disease is considered a leading cause of death around the world, and switching up your diet and lifestyle is one of the most effective ways to reduce the risk of heart disease. So it's like, all you have to do is switch your diet. Choose
just a little bit,
and you can switch the whole thing. Because I know, and sometimes in people's families, it's hereditary.
Because in our family, heart disease, high blood pressure, things like that. So to me, fasting is important. So I want to share with you, because some of us know about fasting. We hear these things, but we don't know the benefits to fasting. You might run into people say, "Oh no, I'm fasting," and you thinking like, why they're fasting? But now you're gonna know why they're fasting.
And also reduce cholesterol. So one small study revealed that 8 weeks of alternate day fasting reduced levels of bad LDL cholesterol and blood triglycerides by 25% and 32% respectively. So it's such a small amount that you would have to do in order to reduce the chance for heart disease.
Absolutely. And number 4, may boost brain function and prevention of y'all, I can't go to bed. Say it, Melissa. I can't get it out. Degenerative disorders. You guys, I could not get that word out. See, this is why I need to be fasting, because my brain ain't functioning right today. So that it helps with Alzheimer's, basically, things like that, those type of disease by fasting. So this is another reason why it's important, through research, is limited on this. One animal studies have reported that fasting could protect brain health and increase the generation of nerve cells to help enhance cognitive function. Because fasting may also help relieve inflammation. It could also aid in preventing the neurodegeneration. I cannot get it out, you guys. I'm sorry, disorder. Y'all know what the word is. And a particular study in animals suggests that fasting may protect against and improve outcomes of conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease.
Yes, and Alzheimer's is hereditary as well.
It is hereditary, and a lot of people are hurt by that. Also, a lot of people who've been dealing with it in the recent years that I have seen. Tough. And fasting and continuous learning helps with that right there.
Mm-hmm. And if for no other reason that fasting is interesting, that fasting could be for you, but what we all, especially us women, we are like, hey, if nothing else, we want to lose weight. So fasting aids in weight loss by limiting calorie intake and boosting metabolism.
Now we want that.
Boost my metabolism, please. So many dieters pick up fasting looking for a quick and easy way to drop a few pounds. Theoretically, obtaining the all or certain foods and beverages should decrease your overall calorie intake. which could lead to increased weight loss over time. And then some research have found that short-term fasting may boost metabolism by increasing levels of neurotransmitters and endorphins, which could enhance weight loss. So, if for no other reason that fasting is interesting, weight loss, or if you're happy with your weight and you don't want to lose weight, it can help you with maintaining the weight that you are.
Yes.
So absolutely I would do intermittent fasting if for not that reason alone.
And number six is it increased growth hormone secretion, which is vital for growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. You guys, this is so important to me because I have a pituitary tumor, and pituitary tumor, it releases hormones that messes with the growth hormone and can cause like deformatory growth in adults if you don't take care of it. So this right here is important. And like we said, you want to be able to grow properly as you continue to live. So in fact, the human growth hormone is called the HGH, is a type of protein hormone that is central to many aspects of our health. In fact, research shows that this key hormone is involved in growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. And we need our muscle strength. Several studies have found that fasting could naturally increase HGH levels. People go pay $500 a shot to get HGH. You know what I'm saying? HCG.
Yes.
When you can just fast and increase your own levels. One study in 11 healthy adults showed that fasting for 24 hours significantly increased levels of HGH. Another small study in 9 men found that fasting for just 2 days led to 5-fold increase in the HGH production rate. So, fasting may help maintain steady blood sugar, insulin levels throughout the day, and may further optimize levels of HGH, as some research has found that sustaining increased levels of insulin may reduce HGH levels. So it helps lower insulin levels and increase our HGH, and it helps us increase muscle. And I'm trying to increase muscle because I'm trying to, keep my butt looking firm and plump, as I get older. I don't want to be saggy.
Okay. And okay, so I know I was like, if by no other reason you want to fast to lose weight, but wait till you guys hear number 7. You could delay aging and extend longevity. What? Several animal studies have found promising results for potential lifespan extending effects of fasting. It can extend your life, guys. I don't know about you, but I want the promised years. I'll be like, Lord, the promised years for me. I want to be so old. I'm talking about you. Like, I want to be so old. Like, but I still want to be functional. So when I pray for the promised years, I'm like, Lord, full functionality. I still want to be able to get up, use the bathroom. I want to be able to cook for myself. I still, things like that. So that's what I want to be able to do. In one study, rats that fasted every day experienced a delayed rate of aging and lived 83% longer than rats that didn't fast. 83% longer. I don't know about y'all, but 83% longer, that is a huge benefit in fasting.
Absolutely. I know you want to live old, and I want to live old in age, but not too old, because some of those old people, they just don't look happy. And they be looking like bones.
Because it's like the man that the lady was putting up on there.
Yeah, they look like they're in pain.
And Queen Elizabeth's husband, before he actually went, honey, he used to be in the back of that car like, girl, let him rest.
So, I do want to live a long life. I just want Jesus to come back and get me before I get too old.
Yes, I want to just, I want to see my kids get grown. I want to see my grandkids. I want to just, I want to live a full life. Like, I don't want to, because we had so many people in our family
die young.
That die so young.
Absolutely.
And I'm like,
so I do want to make it to 90. If the Lord will, 120. But I don't even know. Because my great-grandmother looked good, and she was 93 when she passed.
And Miss Hollis.
No, she was 103.
See, for those who know Miss Hollis, she was
103. She was
like, I want to be like
my auntie watching. How old was great grandma when she passed? I believe it was 103, and she still looked good. But I just feel like sometimes my opinion, like old age looks like it can be painful watching all your kids and everybody around you fast. I think about the part of Life. Remember the movie Life? When it was showing all of them passing and things like that.
That could be sad, but I mean, and then you gotta just teach them to want to live. Mm-hmm. You gotta have I feel like you gotta have a reason to live. And like, you know what? I want to give you a reason. I want to help you understand that living is a great thing, because so often in our world, everybody like, I'm so sad, I'm this, I'm that. But you know, if you show a happiness and a reason to live, like that's what we're doing. That's
well, number 8 is important to me because fasting may aid in cancer prevention and increase effectiveness of chemotherapy if you was to get cancer. Now, that is something that our family have fought with, and I don't ever want to have to deal with the C word. I don't even like saying the C word, y'all. So, you know, in fact, one rat study found that alternate day fasting helped block tumor formations. Similar test tube studies showed that exposed cancer cells to several cycles of fasting was as effective as chemotherapy in delaying tumor growth and increased effectiveness of chemotherapy drugs on cancer formation. Unfortunately, most research is limited to the effect of fasting on cancer formation in animals and cells. So this has only been done on animals.
Wine. I know
Happy on Wine Friday. We see you drinking you some wine.
Okay. What wine you drinking? Oh, girl, sorry. Go ahead.
But so guys, did you hear that? It says that fasting helped with the growth just as good as chemotherapy, stopping the tumor growth. That is serious information, because
that's more healthy and
that's
natural.
more healthy. You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody already had it, it helped aid chemotherapy to work in that. That is something that people probably don't know, because I know a lot of people opt out of chemo, but they don't do anything else. Now, if they're going to opt out of chemo, they can fast at least to help limit the growth of tumors, you know?
Yes.
So I just think that is awesome to know. That's why we do this research. When we're doing research, we even find out new things. That's like,
we are learning and growing with you guys, because it's like, wow, that is amazing. And it's something so simple. And I know some of you are like, simple, like, yes, you can intermittent fast, different things, and it can bring such great benefits.
Absolutely. I see we have a unwinder on here that's drinking them some wine. What kind of wine are you drinking? You guys, I need you guys to accept the StreamYard. It's not going to do anything to you, because when you accept the StreamYard thing, it allows us to see your name, because we're going through a third-party thing. We only can see it just say Facebook user. So I don't even know who I'm talking to until I go onto the actual Facebook. But guys, what do you think about the benefits of fasting that you learned today?
It's so simple. I just feel like it's amazing.
Yes.
Like it could be something so simple, it can have such great benefits.
Oh, hi, Stephanie. Yeah.
Hi. Hey, so right now, guys, we were talking about the eight health benefits of fasting, backed by science. And like I said, we do different type of fastings. We've done juice fastings. We've done smoothie fastings.
Oh, guys, let me tell you, I done the lemon, where you do the fresh lemons and the maple and the Cajun. What is it called? It's the
the cayenne pepper.
The cayenne pepper. I did that for 14 days before, and I lost probably about 20 pounds doing that. I have did ACG, where we just fasted certain foods, and then we had to shoot ourselves up with ACG. Some extreme fasting that you don't have to do. Now I do easy fasting. Like, I love the 10-day smoothie cleanse.
I was just gonna ask, out of all the fasting you have done, which one that you have found more effective and which one that you like more?
Well, I like the 10-day green smoothie one, because with that one, you're doing a partial fast. So even though you're doing smoothies, you get to have like protein snacks in between, like apples and peanut butter, boiled eggs, nuts. It's just so many different hummus and vegetables, so many things. So you never feel hungry on that.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that's one that you guys can try. You guys tell us what type of fasting you like. I see somebody say they like intermittent fasting.
Intermittent fasting for me as well.
Because intermittent fasting, you get to eat what you normally eat, exactly. But you just block off like a 16-hour period of time.
Right. But you know what? You also have to be careful with intermittent fasting, because at first, when I first intermittent fast, I piled in everything I would eat throughout the whole day in that little time. That's not gonna help, guys.
No, because you did the opposite of what fasting is for.
Mm-hmm.
So fasting is to help you to gain control.
Right. And then that's how I was thinking, oh, I just eat during this time and I don't eat after this time, so I'm gonna eat everything I would eat in this little time. But yeah, that's what you don't do.
Don't do that.
So
that's
don't do that. Yeah, because I was just, you know what? It's funny because how I came upon intermittent fasting. My coworker, I did not realize he was joking. He's a very, very petite man. And he was like, I said something to him. We was having a conversation. And he was like, oh, I do intermittent fasting. And I'm like, really? Tell me more about it. And he was like, oh, yeah, well, you know, you eat a certain time a day and then you don't. So I went and Googled it. I started doing it. And then I was like, man, I'm so glad you told me about that. I was like, I started doing intermittent fasting. I really like it. He was like, you know, I was just playing, right?
But
I was like, no.
So you guys know, for you guys who don't know, I've been working hard to lose weight over the last 2 years. I did lose a lot of weight. I was 80 pounds down at one time, but y'all know how weight go. So I gained like 15 pounds back. One thing my doctor told me was to add in intermittent fasting, because when you lose so much weight, you get stuck. And so he was saying intermittent fasting will help me lose weight and maintain weight. So that is something that I am going to do, is intermittent fasting. Once I feel like I have to do things my way in my brain. Like I want to I already did the 10-day green smoothie, not last month. I think was it the month before. And my daughter, it was something your teenagers can do it. My daughter like, Mom, I got 10 pounds I want to lose. I want to do it with you. Because on the green smoothie cleanse, it helps you break sugar habits, caffeine habits, and you can lose up to 20
what
pounds.
About combining it? Like maybe doing like the intermittent fasting, which is like the 6-18, the 8 and 16. So you eat during an 8-hour period, you fast for 16 hours, but then you do it with the green smoothies.
I don't think you should combine fasting techniques, because then you might get depleted. Too depleted, especially if you're a person who are leaving out working and stuff like that.
Oh, girl, I thought I was on to something. I was gonna say, yo, we finna mix these fasting, but I always like to go back through and do a summary, guys. Hi, guys, welcome. So tonight we did 8 health benefits of fasting backed by science. So the first one we did was promotes blood sugar control by reducing insulin resistance. If you have someone who suffers from diabetes, who's borderline diabetic, who had number 1 or number 2. If you have number 2, there's a chance that you can reverse that. Well, but even number 1, you can work through it. Number 2 is going to be promote better health by fighting inflammation. So there are
arthritis.
Yes,
like
there
I have
is some normal inflammation, but there is some disease. That's not. Yes,
this will help with that.
Absolutely. Number 3 is going to be may enhance heart health by improving blood pressure, triglycerides, and cholesterol levels. We are looking for the good cholesterol. Y'all know the Honey Nut Cheerio commercial.
I love
the Honey Nut Cheerios. Yes. Number 4 is going to be, it may boost your brain function and prevent neurodegenerative degenerative disorders. So,
which is Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease and things like that.
Yes, those different diseases.
And we don't want that, so we want that prevented.
I want to remember everybody forever. I love you. And then number 5, it aids in weight loss by limiting calorie intake and boosting metabolism. So it is important. Like I told y'all when I did it wrong the first time, I was supposed to be reducing my calorie intake, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it all in now, and my body can fight it off when I'm asleep. But you want to reduce your calorie intake. Number 6 is going to be increased growth hormone secretion, which is vital for growth, metabolism, weight loss, and muscle strength. So that's going to be amazing, especially for my people, my gym rats, or people in the gym, or just learning.
Us that's 40 and over, because you know, us women, they said we start to lose muscle mass once we hit our 30s. So we trying to increase muscle mass, y'all. So we got to be doing some fasting, intermittent fasting, whatever type of fasting.
And your body just act different when you get older. First, I used to think people was, I ain't gonna lie, I used to think people was dramatic. Until I was getting at my 30s, honey, and things just changed out of nowhere. Number 7, it could delay aging and extend longevity.
See, now I know why I'm so fine. because I fast, y'all. They like, you don't look 40, Miss Marie. You ain't 40. They like, you got a 20-year-old daughter? Yes.
You like, I'll be fasting, girl. Now I'm gonna tell everybody from now on, girl, I'll be fasting. Number 8, last but not least, of course, it may aid in cancer prevention and increase the effectiveness of chemotherapy. I believe this one is so huge, especially in our community. So many of our loved ones, so many people have died, have succumbed to cancer, and just something so small can help increase their chances by them fasting when they're on chemotherapy.
Yeah, because on our study, it said that so in our study it showed that fasting can help shrink tumors and prevent them from growing just as good as chemotherapy, or it can aid chemotherapy in reducing tumors. That's deep for us. Me and Melissa, our mother passed from cancer, but at the same time, we have an aunt who beat cancer 3 times, baby. And October is Cancer Awareness Month, so we will have a topic on to talk about cancer.
Right. So along with the benefits in the summary, I also want to tell you guys a different type of fasting because we went through this in the beginning. There is water fasting. There is which only includes drinking water for a set amount of time. There is a juice fasting. It entails only drinking vegetable or fruit juice for a certain period.
Or a smoothie.
Intermittent fasting, intake of partially or completely restricted,
which I see some of you guys have already tried.
Yes. Partial fasting, certain foods or drinks such as processed foods.
What I'm doing today.
So so basically the difference between intermittent fasting and partial fasting is intermittent fasting is a certain set of period you only eat and don't eat. Partial fasting is when you pick something and fast. For an example, Marie is fasting wine, so she is unwinding with us today with her water. I am working on fasting sugar because I am a sweet eater and I just want to get that out the way. And then the last one is a calorie restriction. Basically, it's self-explanatory. You reduce your calorie intake. So, guys, we hope.
Wait, it's another one.
Is it one more?
Yes.
Is it?
Well, I added this one. Oh. And the last one is fasting on your choice. You pick what you want to fast. Sometimes I pick social media. I fast Facebook if I feel like, I've been logging on this too much. It's distracting me from my goals. Or you fast a boyfriend, or you fast a friend. You pick who you want to fast. Whatever interfering with your life and you feel like you got too much focus on it and it's interfering and it's knocking you off track, fast that thing. It doesn't always have to be food, water, or juice.
And I also want to say, as a disclaimer, safety and side effects. We also have a disclaimer.
Always go talk to your doctor before you do any fast.
And quick, it says, despite the long list of possible health benefits associated with fasting, it may not be right for everyone. It is important to know everything is not for everybody. If you suffer from diabetes or low blood sugar, fasting can lead to spikes and crashes in your blood sugar level, which could be dangerous. It is best to talk to your doctor first if you have any underlying health conditions and are planning to fast for more than 24 hours. So we always want to say, talk to your doctor first. Go over these things. Do not just do it. There is always benefits, but there are always side effects as well, guys. So thank you for joining us for Online Friday, guys.
Join us again every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. You guys go ahead and follow our YouTube, share it, add people to the group. You guys, I'm going to give you guys a challenge. 2 challenges. I would like to challenge you guys to try intermittent fasting after you speak to your doctor. If you already know that you're healthy enough to do it, go ahead and jump in there. You can't do nothing but benefit from it, even if it's just some weight loss. It's going to give you energy. You'll benefit from. Your next challenge is, I challenge all you guys to invite 5 people to the group, and then we're going to check and we're going to put you in for a drawing to win a gift or a gift card. I still got a lot of gifts here. I collect a lot of gifts. I buy a lot of things.
We want to give y'all gifts.
I want to give away. And post some gifts that you would like for us to give away in the group. But anyway.
But here we go. As always, Unwinders, if you have a topic or something that you would like to discuss, we would love to hear from you guys. We would love to hear your topics, your ideas, you can inbox myself or Marie, or drop it in the group, or drop it in the comments. We will do the research for you and bring it before you. Thank you so much for joining us for Online Friday. We hope you have an amazing weekend.